Okay, so I want to show you how to mount the leather hangers on the kydex sheaths. So just to demonstrate how that is done, and we're going to put these two knives together so that we've got the number 10 knife with the long hanger, and we've got the Safari Mini Hunter with the short hanger, and they're going to be put together as a piggyback combo. So let's put together the Safari Mini Hunter. So we put in these female parts of the screws, and then we put the male part on the top. You can choose whichever side you want to have depending on what style you prefer. Now if you want this to be a little bit more of a permanent fixture, you can put a little bit of Loctite, but use the weak Loctite version, just thread locker, just to be able to undo them again, because you don't have any track on the back of these rivets, so it's good to not do that too tightly. It's also possible to use just a small amount of a tiny bit of super glue or a tiny bit of wood glue, just to make the thread a little bit stronger and hold it better. So that's what we're doing, just to put that on. So now that's firm and solid. So what we're going to do is get that mounted onto the number 10 knife. So what we're doing then is we're taking the back parts, the female parts there, and we're putting them on from the back of the number 10 knife. So we're holding that, and at the same time we're using this front part of the hanger as a leather belt, substituting that for a leather belt on when we're attaching the Safari hanger. So you can see now it's all together. So we're attaching the screw to the front here, and sometimes you have to press this down a little bit just to reach the bottom part. There we are, all the way down. Your fingers as well, just the first bit until you get to where it's a little bit tighter. So there we are. Okay, so now that's all mounted. We've got the hanger in position firmly, and we've got the piggyback knife in position also. So ready to wear that combo. Now over time the leather is going to get a little bit looser, and some people, depending on, especially if you're in the woods hunting, something like that, you want to be extra silent, just to make sure that there's no noise at all over time when these get a little softer. They're quite firm now, but they will soften up. I recommend just putting a leather strap just to tie those two together, just to make sure that we've got a nice tight fit and that it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to show you quickly how to do that threading. So what we're doing is we're looping the strap through the back, so the number 10 knife with the long sheath at the back there. We're putting the thread through here, and we're putting the second thread also through. Now one should be a little bit longer than the other, and the one that's longer we're going to loop through and tie around the first. Now once you've done that, you're going to end up with a knot at the front, and we tighten it quite a lot, and then you're actually able to pull that knot in further towards the sheath and tighten the strength on the whole arrangement. Now, if you want to do this extra secure, you can do another knot, but this setup just like that is just sufficient. So just to show you once more how that is done, make it ultra clear. You loop them through the back and then both strings through the hole at the front. When they come out, you can make sure that one is a little bit longer than the other. So we're going to just adjust that a little bit here. So one is longer than the other, and the longer one you loop around and just make a simple knot, and then tighten that knot as much as you can, and that way you now have a good flexible knot that can be undone and quite easily, and it can also be strapped. So you can see what that looks like then, and then that is then an adjustable strap, an adjustable knot that can be pulled along. You can see that this part here, this can be moved and then pulled extra tight just to pull those together. So now it's not going anywhere. You can cut those if you want to, or leave them as they are. The dangler loop on, and then you put it on the belt. Perfect. Okay, cheers.